I was out. I had just moved to the city from the country, and I'd met this guy, and he said how beautiful I was and did I want to make some money. And yeah, I sort of fell into like a trap. I felt like I couldn't say no, but he got to know me and he said, I'll introduce you to someone. And then he introduced me to a well-known madam, and so I went there, and so I started pretty much straight away. Pretty much that night, all I had to do was show my driver's license. I came to Adelaide, and I was into just heavy partying as well, but I didn't have the money to, you know, wasn't financially stable. So I suffered depression and I had very low self-esteem. I didn't like myself. I was running away from home because of rejection. Even though I grew up in a home that loved me, I felt rejected and unloved. They act all nice to start off with, and then you get them in that room and they're arrogant, they're paying, they can do what they like. If you didn't listen, they were actually quite nasty. And you were actually trapped, because even though the madam said if you're in any trouble, please ring us, like do a whatever. And yeah, you actually got threatened by the man if you did do that he would hurt you more. And so they weren't very nice men. They were very controlling, and that's just, yeah, they were in charge, not you. A lot of the girls were on heroin, any type of drug they could get. They were drunk. We'd always try and get drunk before we start. And just to try and numb the pain, because, you know, there was a lot of men that came through, and, you know, they weren't very nice. Like, a lot of the men were quite drunk when they came in, so they were quite abusive sometimes. They get you in a room and they end up being quite abusive and call you names under the sun, and yeah, so they were very degrading, just put women down. And, you know, the fact that we had to line up and get chosen, it's like, you know, you see meat in a window and you pick which meat you like. That's what it felt like. It felt degrading. Well, if a man came in, you had to see them. If they chose you, unless you had a real excuse. So if we got to 6 clients, and we said, oh, we just need a half an hour break, and we were busy, no, you didn't get a break. You had to get back out there and get the men, talk to the men while they were waiting for other women if they wanted, or most of the time you just get back in. So sometimes you'd have up to 10 men a night, and that's a lot. And, you know, that would be from 6 o'clock at night till 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Is this the way women deserve to be treated? And you think that women choose this industry? I don't think they do. I think they are so low on themselves and in themselves that they're looking for something, somewhere to belong. And it's almost like someone is just waiting to see that person, and they draw them into this industry, and they love them, they encourage them, tell them how beautiful they are. And a lot of them will do that because they don't have anywhere else to go or anything else to do. So it's hard to explain, but it's like a pulling, like they're just drawn into that, which, you know, they're already at their lowest of lows, and they think, this is all I am, this is all I can do.